What's going on? It's Justeeni here, and today we're doing some more Guess the ELO. Only doing one game today because I literally just got back from vacation not long ago, so I kind of need to rest up, but I also need to get a video out for you guys, so let's just get right into things. So, yeah, oh yeah, this is a Yedek on a normal drylands. Yeah. So with the opening, I wouldn't have gone into a regular forest. I would have gone to here because I think it's pretty likely that there's a village here, and then you can send the second warrior over here or here. I'd probably just send it on the fruit because you explore 3 tiles with resource indicators, so that's generally what I like to do. Like, look at the resource indicators, and especially if there's probably going to be a village there, then it's a good idea. So we'll kind of see if I was right about the village spots. Yeah, no village there, unfortunately, but there is a village there. And there does end up being a village there, so yeah. This isn't, unrecoverable, though. So we'll kind of see how things go. I mean, orc here definitely makes sense. Then, yeah, leveling up is fine. Personally, I prefer training some units and then leveling up next turn with roads, just to get some more expansion going. But this works as well. I don't agree with that, though. That seems just bad. Because here's the thing with that. So we can connect this, and even though we don't have enough stars to level it up now, we can level it up later. And here's the thing is we're going to connect anyway to level up our capital. So we could level up our capital, or we could also just not do anything and just train like 2 warriors or something. And then you can actually have enough to connect and level up. Because if you connect right now, you only get 1 star per turn. And when you connect, you kind of lose those stars in return. So I don't really think it's that good of an idea. And the road placements, I'm not too big of a fan of either. I would have done the roads like this. And then obviously we're going to put this next road here. Because these aren't quite as good. Like, I know this is the shortest route, directly from the capital to connect, but since we already have this road here, we might as well use it and just take advantage of the fact that it's 2 away and they're in better spots. So, yeah. I'm inclined to say, 1,300 so far. And now we connect to level up our capital, of course, which you see that extra population. That's usually called hanging population, where it just kind of hangs around and does nothing. If we had connected first and then leveled this up to level 3, we wouldn't have that issue. Just that leftover population that pretty much serves no purpose until we get a monument. So it's going to be sitting there for a while, just not actually being useful. So writing makes sense, because then we can get some riders, of course. We definitely need riders because our villages are pretty spread out. And Valerian has a pretty good spawn. Okay. So yeah, we train a good amount of units though, that's solid. And as long as we... Okay, hold on. I mean, I guess it's fine, because these roads are in okay spots where you're going to connect your cities. So honestly, it was an expensive roadplay, but it kind of works out anyway. And now we can unsiege. And I think we get a giant, right? Let's see it. Should be very easily affordable here, actually. I see no reason to just not get the giant. We can still get the giant. We can still get the giant. Wait, huh? Wait. Okay, so for those that don't know how to get the giant here, we just need to connect 2... Oh, hold on, we need to connect this city as well. So they would have needed to not train the rider here. But if you connect every city here, then that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I believe at the beginning of the turn, that was plenty affordable. 15 stars here. You can do this with just 4 roads, and I do believe it is worth it, because not only do you get the giant, and you can even place the roads like this to kind of point towards the monument. Oh yeah, I already drew that road, but yeah, 4 roads, plus you can place the monument. Plus, you can level up the city anyway because you just connected it, so you won't have the hanging population issue once again because you're connecting before upgrading. And yeah, you'll get the giant. You'll also get the Park of Fortune, which you can use to get a level 3 city if you just want to devolve faster. I'd probably put it like here or like basically in the city, so then you can easily get a giant here with hunting, and then I'd say you're in a pretty good spot. Like, you don't spend a lot this turn, but you're setting yourself up pretty well. With this, I mean, it's an okay setup, but I feel like I'd rather have a giant here than not have a giant here. Like, the extra riders are nice, but you gotta, especially the first giant of the game, you really want to go for that when you've got a good chance. So we get a star runes. Now we can easily get that giant. Oh, hold on. Those are some weird moves. Yeah, we just kind of hit the warrior and we can't kill it. So now we're gonna, but again, same issue here as the hanging population. This was a very interesting way to connect it. I actually kind of like it. Like, it is more expensive than just connecting it this way, but the roads are more useful. So that is a pretty snazzy play. Though that doesn't really mean like, oh, this was like they should have waited a turn just to connect like that. Like, I don't know about that. But, I mean, wait. Oh my goodness, dude. Yo, you gotta get the giant here, man. Get that giant. I'm still thinking 1300-ish. Like, training units, but then just, like, forgetting that monuments exist entirely. And micro's okay. Okay, we're gonna get that siege. And, okay, we could have just gotten that siege, because here's the thing, that rider is dead. Why not force an unsiege? And, during the time being. So we're going hunting. Interesting. I mean, I kind of see what they're going for. They're delaying the giant so then they can save the Grand Bazaar for later. I just don't agree with it because you could have gotten the giant 2 turns sooner by investing in the Grand Bazaar now. So I don't think it's worth it per se, but I guess I can kind of see where their head's at if that was their idea. And now we can, I mean, I guess that's the thing is, like, what do you do with the extra monument now? Like, if there was, like, a very clear plan with extra monument, then maybe I could see, oh, yeah, it's worth saving the, like, getting the Grand Bazaar. But, like, yeah, we're just using our Park of Fortune there, which is, like, it's okay. But, and then we're using our Grand Bazaar in the wrong spot. It needs to be in this city for sure. Unless we want to get hunting really soon. Or, sorry, forestry really soon. But, like, even then, I'd use the monument here just to get a good border growth. Either way, like, whether you're getting forestry soon or not, you want the monument here. Because, like, what's the monument doing here? You have to get forestry and either math and farming or something like that. It's just not worth it. So the monument use is kind of questionable. Again, definitely not really high ELO gameplay just off of that. There's, like, some decent use of, like, blocking with the riders and good pressuring. So maybe this isn't, like, 1300. Maybe it's, like, 1400-ish, and they've got a blind eye for monuments, I suppose, which monuments are not easy to use, so I don't really, like, blame them too much, but it seems like a weak part of play. So if you are watching this, the person that submitted this game, that's what I would definitely work on the most, being more conscious of where your monuments go, because 3 population for free is really powerful, and you got to use it correctly. Because that's what separates a good player from a great player, and a great player from a really great player, you know. But yeah, we're getting some more pressure. I'd probably start to lay off the pressure a little bit because these sieges aren't very effective against Illyrian. Like, just train enough units so you can effectively trade against them, and because you're not going to be able to attack into them until you get your giants going. So just build up a good amount. And yeah, right now you are at an advantage city-wise, it looks like. Yeah, hold on. 7. Yeah, 7 to 8. So you're up 1 city. They do have sanctuaries to make up for that, though. I would probably actually start looking towards this village. They have barely any units here. And if you can snag this, it's a 9v7, and you've just got some really good ways of just pressuring from like every direction, which is really nice here. So that's definitely a focal point, that village, which neither player is really focusing on enough. But we'll see if that changes this turn. Okay, so we have some pressure here. We get another giant. I mean, yeah, we start to focus on him a bit. And yeah, we are actually starting to back off, kind of realizing we can't actually sufficiently pressure. Oh wow, that is a perfect vet sword. That kind of sucks for Yadek. But you can still prevent the opponent from effectively getting the city if you play your cards right here. Population rune is nice. Then border growth for sure. Okay. I mean, again, I'm starting to see like this is actually some decent like mid game play. This could be like somewhere between 14 and 1500. Again, it's just the monument usage that feels a bit off. And speaking of monuments, this is a monument I always forget about. Let's see if they forget about it too. Oh, yep, gated power. Where's it going? Again, I haven't been. I guess you just put it here, right? Same spot that I've been saying the whole time. Just put it here, and take advantage of that spot. So let's see if they acknowledge it at all. Because that's the one that's easiest to forget about, because you know it's hard to plan for. It just kind of like happens. Unless you're like really good at the game, then you actually plan for it. But I'm not that good at the game, and I guess neither is this player. So they're not like 1850 or so. I don't know about this. Why are we... Whoa. Okay. Now, if this was a live game, I would see, oh, like maybe we're getting somewhere. This is a 24-hour game though. You have enough time to see like, oh, they just defend. Like, they kill this in 2, this in 2, this in 1. So hold on, how many units do they actually need? If they wanted to kill everything here, that would be 1, 2, 4, 6. They need 9 units, and they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They would need to bring another unit, but they can just avoid killing this rider here, which means they actually only need 8 units, so they actually just have enough to unsiege. Now, maybe their idea is they make a distraction, but I would just do that next turn, because you want to do it while your giant is sieging. So then they have 2 things to focus on, instead of, right now they focus on this siege this turn, and then the giant siege next turn. So a little bit of lack of coordination, a bit of poor timing, but I mean, the position does still seem okay. If the Illyrian player holds on, they probably can get things done because sanctuaries are absurdly strong, but it doesn't seem like losing for Yadek. But yeah, the unsiege is going to happen, no problem. Oh, they actually just go around the warrior. I mean, same difference, I guess. Either way. Oh, and that was very smart, actually. Okay. So maybe this is like 2 1500s duking it out. It's kind of tough to say. So, does he go for the siege? Fun fact, it is not at all worth going for the siege here. It's just not gonna work. It's not happening. Like, you not only run into all these polytars, but also the baby dragon now gets value. They want you to siege so bad. So what you should do is probably just keep the giant on the mountain, or just move it like here or something, so then they can't easily reach it. And yeah, you can just... Whoa, 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 whoa. You just fell right into their trap. They unsiege no problem here. You're not gonna be able to... Like, that giant is dead. Because if you kept it back, then you'd have the giant alive. And it's not actually that costly for them to unsiege, for previously mentioned reasons. They basically get a free hit with the baby dragon. And then they also get some nice archer taps. See, look at that. And then, boom. Easy unsiege. Now, it was Now, here's the thing is, like, they did have to make a ton of polytars. That was costly and necessary to prevent, like, you know, you had the strong threat of a siege. But the thing is, when they made those polytars, they already effectively defended the siege without you even having to spend the giant. But then you decided to spend the giant anyway. Going onto the mountain and threatening the siege was really good to force them to defend. But then as soon as they defend, don't attack right into their defense. Just, they already commit. They lost a ton of economy by making all those polytars. So just step back and enjoy your benefits instead of just sending your giant in. Now it's more like an even trade. It was actually worth it for them to make those polytars because it ended up paying off because they were able to kill that giant no problem. Which you didn't have to give them that because they already made the investment before you made the attack, which they had to. That's the thing with making polytars from sanctuaries. You have to do it preemptively. Alright, so now we're pressuring this side of the map, which is pretty good. But again, if we had this giant over here in the center, then they wouldn't be able to start migrating these units, which we'll see if that starts to happen. I feel like the opponent is probably going to do that because they realize where all the pressure is. But yeah, we are applying some pressure here, which is actually good because we want to make it hard for them to maneuver their units where they need to be. So that is good. And I really like this like extra pressure here. So then we can win this village. There's actually some pretty good pressuring again, like not perfect, but definitely some solid choices. Like I could see this being around 1500, and then there's the knights. So you just got to space your units carefully, which would make attacking harder if not for your giants. If you had that extra giant in the middle, I'm going to keep mentioning that. If you had that, it would be a lot easier to avoid chains. But it's what it's. So let's see if you space your units properly. You've got the vision, you know it's there. You just gotta space properly. And getting some hits there. That does survive. That was actually a nice warrior sacrifice. And then that kills. Nice. I probably would have just kept the siege. Just because, like, that rider was only 5 HP. It's not very valuable. So now we get forestry, which forestry definitely makes sense here. I mean, all in all, like, this isn't bad. Again, it's kind of just like the... Wait, they actually used their gated power in the right spot, though. Ooh, what if this is like... Huh. See, like, my estimate's going up, like, as things go. Like, they're actually, like, kind of... Like, they're playing better and better as they go. It's kind of interesting. I don't think they're like 1600 though. Like that is like the point where I'll say like, yeah, they're definitely not 1600. But like between 1500 and 1550, I might even just say 1500 unless something like really crazy happens. But now it looks like Yadek is winning. They're playing around chains pretty well, though I feel like 1500s should know how to play around chains pretty well. Alright, so doing our thing. Kind of some awkward spacing. We didn't need to put the rider there, because we have plenty of space here to just put stuff. Like that baby dragon just gets a free hit, so I'm still thinking just a flat 1500, no more, no less. City walls, are we planning on going for strategy? Because if we're going for strategy, then I can see the justification here. But if we don't go strategy, the city walls, both of them are definitely misplays. Because they just won't get enough value. You'd rather have just more stars to make more giants instead. And maybe go for like math or something. Or maybe even get knights of your own. Because yeah, the strategy like could be good though, because it is pretty decent against knights. It forces some really inefficient trades by the opponent. So like I could see it. Like it's not what I would go for personally. I would just go for get more giants because it also ups my eco at the same time. But I don't know, maybe they can cook. Not seeing the defenders though, because here's the thing with strategy is it's a little pricey. So yeah, they're gonna go for more giants, which means that their city walls basically just aren't gonna get value because you're trying to use giants to defend, which don't have fortify. So you don't get value off the city walls. So yeah, those city walls were definitely misplays. Again, I'm thinking 1500. Maybe they were trying to be a little zesty with the city walls and it kind of didn't pan out the way they wanted. Yeah, Illyrian's doing things. I mean, Yadok is definitely winning, but it's not easy to win because Illyrian still has quite a bit of counterplay. Though these knight trades trying to kill the giants, like this is why the giants are really nice on defense, and it's what I would have gone for anyways. Giants are amazing against knights, like, and also just having a lot of natural force barriers, like, really helps here against knights as well. But yeah, we're doing pretty well. So, okay, we might actually just win. I don't know if it holds, though. Oh, wait, no, we have another giant that can pressure at the same time. Huh? Wait. Why do they do it like that? Why do they hit with those units? The giant can already kill. But yeah, this giant siege alone would not have been worth it. This is the importance of timing right here. Because this giant sieging alone would not have been good. This giant sieging alone would not have been good. But both at the same time, plus this giant blocking, now you've got a really strong coordinated assault, and at least one of these is holding, which puts Illyrian in a bind. This is the importance of, like, kind of setting up your attacks correctly. And I think they did a really good job here. They kind of messed up some instances earlier, but they've kind of put things together now. And this is really solid here. You love to see it. And beautiful spacing too. Again, I'm still saying 1500, no more, no less, but pretty solid at the end. They get a bit of a night chain, but again, they cannot unsiege. Like, oh wait, can they? No, they can't. Looked close for a second, but no. They do hold by a pretty decent margin. And yeah, that was pretty good. Again, 1500. It's gonna be my final guess. Whoa, that's a lot higher than 1500. I mean, maybe they didn't like focus much on the game early on, and then like when things got real, they focused back up. I don't know, but yeah, that was a pretty interesting game though. Like definitely like some interesting plays. I don't really agree with all of them, but there were some really solid plays at the end, I have to say. But yeah, like and sub, and have a good one.